Jacque Vaughn, the KU alumni, getting some reinforcement on the bench. We saw Igor head over down to Atlanta. Now Adrian Wojnarowski puts out a report that the Brooklyn Nets are hiring Kevin Ollie as an assistant coach, sources tell ESPN on Saturday, as Kevin Ollie won a championship with UConn in 2014, had been a finalist for the Detroit Pistons head coaching job this past offseason. He was also a finalist for the Thunder job when it went to Billy Donovan back, I believe, in 2014. Now, this is a guy, Kevin Ollie, I love him. He was scapegoated by UConn for all their infractions, and then everyone was like, he only won because it was Jim Calhoun's team. I really like him, and I think him joining this Jacque Vaughn coaching staff, who's entering his first full season as the Nets coach. Ollie spent the past 2 years as the head coach and player development for the Overtime Elite program in Atlanta that's been, trying to establish itself as a developmental league for NBA draft prospects. And he's a guy who went undrafted out of UConn, played 13 years in the NBA. He's known for mentoring LeBron James and Kevin Durant when he was a player, and has a reputation as a trusted leader. He also finally got the money from UConn, $3.9 million settlement, where they were just trying to stop his payout and damaging his reputation. So for me, bringing in Kevin Ollie, a guy that I'm a very big fan of, he's a guy who I believe has not been an assistant in the NBA since, I believe, before going to college or even ever. Yeah, he never became an assistant. He literally stopped being a NBA player with the Thunder in 2010, joined UConn as an assistant for 2 years, and then was UConn's head coach for 6 years. All right. And he was a guy who went 127 to 79. I know his last 2 seasons, they weren't necessarily good in college, but I still think this is just a good hiring. Okay. If you don't like Kevin Ollie, he must have done something to you in the basketball world. Because for me, I just think Kevin Ollie is one of the nicest guys. He's honestly one of the hardest coaches to root against, because he just seems like the nicest guy to speak to talk to. I've always been amazed by just anytime I've heard him speak. I've always thought he seems like a very admirable guy that I'd be a fan of if he was coaching my son, okay? Or if I played under him. So I want to hear your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think? I think this is interesting to say the least, okay? Because I like this pickup, and I know some people might not be a fan of it, but I think it goes to show that they're trying to redo this, basically this whole core, okay, of coaches. Because Jacque Vaughn, he didn't choose this coaching staff. This is Steve Nash's coaching staff. So he's just getting more like-minded guys. I think it's just a smart move by the organization. And that's it for me. I hope you guys did enjoy.